send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. Can't hear the haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Money goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new bay alert, gon' be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that you gon' lose too. Dripping in ice, you looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like no, no?
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a bitch. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Olsen over the middle. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is good. He stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
He ain't going nowhere. Oh, he ain't going nowhere. Single. That's single slot.
Play fake. Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Gun!
Working out of the gun. Mayfield goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Detroit, Detroit.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Moncrief. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carolina getting set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Steps away to his left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing, Mayfield, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch him now, Barney!
The give is to Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again, or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gun.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point safely through. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And San Francisco gets set to go here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Mayfield on 3rd down from his end zone. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Carolina getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. Completes it right side to Dodson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Leopard!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. They're going deep for Hill. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
That boy's got four down. Hey, number 28, Mike. Gun!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He is going to find Hill here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Gal, the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Throwing, Mayfield, and some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Leopard! Leopard!
Back to throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
Now Mayfield, he's looking deep for Bell. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, Mayfield again. Now the ball comes loose, and the Panthers have recovered.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now.
Wrap up.
Still moving. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Fights him off. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Doxson with a grab over the middle. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Over!
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Back to throw now on second and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the third down pass falls incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry.